Hello students, my name is Sridhari. Today is the introduction to technology platforms. I'll be starting with the course. Okay, what do you mean by technology? Technology is just an idea of anything like software or hardware. So basically an idea can be called as a technology. So if you talk about database applications or a browser or a network, so any technology like a networking technology or a database technology can be called as is an idea basically, which is a technology. So whichever technology or an idea if I need to implement it, I need a kind of support, something like if I'm talking of a database technology. The basic example would be like a phone book entry. So in a phone book entry, you know that there will be names, there will be phone numbers, there will be the person's address. So these are the kind of details that you look forward in a phone book. Now to implement this idea, now I say that I don't want to refer the book, I want to refer it online, or if I want to search for a person online. It makes things easier when I can search for it online rather than refer a book. So if I want to implement this idea, I will need a certain set of support. I will need a support like from a software support or hardware support. Now my hardware and software support that I am talking about becomes my platform on which a technology can be rooted, right? So let's talk about the phone book entry example itself, which is just a database application that I want to implement. Okay, now what do I need for implementing this? I will need a database, yes, for storing the names, for storing the phone numbers. I will need a database, or in a simple way, I can talk about it as an Excel sheet where I can just have some columns on which I have the names, database, and phone numbers and addresses. So if I want to look this up in an Excel sheet, I will have to find them, I'll have to sort them name wise, or I'll have to sort them in a particular fashion so that I can easily find them. Now if I have a database software, I can have certain more queries, something like even without sorting them, I can give them serial numbers, or I can store them area wise, I can store them last name wise, I can store it in any fashion that I want. So a database application gives me the freedom to store it in any fashion I want and view it in any fashion I want. Okay, so now what is the requirement over here? A database application or a database management software. Now a database management software becomes a platform on which I can build my database applications. Here I will need a front end, I will need a back end. Front end is basically to reduce the querying part. I don't have to type out queries and all, I can use it with clicks. So that's my front end part and back end part. So this is the most simple example that I can think of when it comes to a database application. Now you know what is a web browser, like Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. These are web browsers. Now what exactly is a browser? That is also an application which is helping you to view the internet as a whole. So without the browser, it will be very difficult for you to know what exists in the internet or how to access it. A browser is a kind of medium which helps you to access it. Now again, a browser is an application. To install the browser or to use the browser, you need a certain hardware and software support, which is again your platform that we are talking about. Okay, now let's come to the hardware part initially, and then we'll go to the software part. Okay, hardware part, you have used a lot of devices, something like a desktop, a laptop, your mobile phones, and tablet PC. There are a lot of devices that we have come across in our lives, and we have used also a few. So let's talk about the most basic device, or the first device, that is the desktop. Okay, what exactly is a desktop? There's a monitor, there's a tower, there's a keyboard, mouse, all these features with it. So why would I choose a desktop is the question. When I want a database application or when I want to just browse the internet, why will I choose a desktop? Okay, for a basic requirement like browsing the internet, I don't need a desktop, but I can use it on a laptop, I can use it even on my phone, Why will I need a desktop is when I have huge applications, something like a gaming application, or when it is when I have more advanced applications, then I will prefer a desktop where I will need a huge graphics card, I will need a huge storage system, I will need a lot of processing speed. Now I cannot ask you to play a very big game on a touchpad. I mean, where there are a lot of controls, you will need a mouse or you will need a joystick. I cannot ask you to use a touchpad to play a game like that. So in those cases, I will need a desktop which will give me more comfort to use these kind of applications. Or laptops will have the same configuration as a desktop, but the only difference is desktop you can configure it the way you want. Something like I can have a i7 processor with a 128 GB hard disk. There is no condition that this processor has to come with this hard disk, but in a laptop there are certain brands. I have to choose a brand, and that brand will offer me a certain set of laptops, and I have to choose from those laptops which will be more comfortable for my use. So that will be that's a laptop. And the main advantage of having a laptop is you can carry it wherever you go. So if a person has a 9 to 5 job sitting in one place, like a person in the bank who attends to the customers, he doesn't have to carry his work anywhere. He just has to come to work, sit and attend to the customers and go back home. So a person like him will require a desktop, and it is much cheaper than a laptop and more affordable. But if I think of a laptop, a person who is working in sales or in marketing will need to carry his work around wherever he goes. He cannot have a desk job 9 to 5 in one place. So a person like this will prefer having a laptop so that he can carry his work wherever he goes. Now if I have a mobile, in mobile also there are a lot of applications, like I can access my bank accounts, I can check my balance, I can check my I can transfer funds, or I can play games. These are small applications on my mobiles. Now these applications also are supported on my phone. Why not use the phone itself? These applications are very small applications and require a lot of effort from the developer to develop these applications, because there is a huge constraint of memory as well as the speed of the processor. They are very small processors, very small memory, on which we have to develop applications which will be helpful for the user. So this is just an introduction to various kinds of hardware that we are currently using, and the kind of support or the kind of platform that we can provide for various technologies that we will be studying further. So that's all for today. Thank you so much, students.